Welcome to another morning at Thorncombe. It's a winter's morning, it's a bit damp, but the birds are singing. Let's go and see what we can find on our Wellbeing walk this morning. Not going on with the ponies this morning, got the wind up their tails, charging off into the woods. What a droll rainy day. Sometimes it can be hard to look for stuff that is inspiring, but I've bumped into this wonderful little colony of matchsticks lichens, another part of the Cladonia family. Bright reds on the tips they are, long green structures, absolutely microscopic but very beautiful. And just to show you how tiny they are, this is a heather plant next to it. These are the climbing shoots of the wild honeysuckle, which grows along our grazing line, and it's all setting out its new shoots, covering up our fence line quite nicely. It's a lovely array of it here as well, sort of working its way forward, trying to work out what to cling to next. Maybe it'll cling to the old oak tree that's up behind it. If you know the site really well, you may notice that we have lots of multi-stemmed mature trees in the woodland. Now these are all sweet chestnut trees, and they tell us a story really of their past. So instead of being one tree, they're sort of made up of numerous trees, and this is because in the past the sweet chestnut of Thorncombe was coppiced. The new shoots every year growing taller until they were about 6 years old, and then they would have been cut down like a harvest. That obviously stopped 100 odd years ago because these multi-stemmed roots bases are now mature trees, reaching up for that winter sky. Rather excitingly are the shoots of the bluebells coming up on the Raymond Road. A whole line of them there, leading the way up to the top of the hill. The floor is absolutely peppered with those shoots. If you've watched previous Wellbeing walks, you will remember that I discovered the first sort of shoots of the ramsons, the wild garlic, coming through. And here's some more shoots here bursting through that autumn leaf fall there. But just to show you the contrast, after a week of relatively mild and wet weather, we've already started to get our sea of green in the area. It's completely transformed the floor into a green oasis of ramsons. How exciting! Our first celandine in flower on the bank by the visitor centre. I love how this one has got really dark central vein as well on its leaves. Thanks for joining me on another Wellbeing walk around Thorncombe Wood Local Nature Reserve. For those of you who don't live local to us, soon you'll be able to come back and enjoy the sights and the sounds for yourself. Those of you who live local, we enjoy seeing you here, making the most of the open space that we look after.